The evolution of sustainable investing has really evolved tremendously over the last, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ago. The first kind of activist investing started in the early 70s. It started with Vietnam War, actually. And then apartheid became sort of probably where most people started to really become aware of it, saying that let's exclude investing companies that operate in South Africa. But as people went through that process, they realized there were problems when excluding investments of companies in Africa. These companies might actually be behaving better than the government policies were suggesting. And they were actually trying to promote change. So there started to be a shift. It's like, okay, if you just totally exclude things, you might not be really helping to push for change. You might not be supporting management to say, hey, let's behave better. So the evolution really has been towards a more activist style of investing, to not merely exclude, but to support companies that are the ones who are leading change. That also, there's just been a tremendous universe of support around sustainable investing. There's so many companies out that measure the water usage of a company, that measure the oil and gas reserves of a company, that measures the carbon output of a company. So 10 years ago, it was almost unimaginable the level of information that we can now get and have on each company and how they operate on a day-by-day basis. And with that information comes tremendous power. We can say, this company really is not changing or behaving well. This company, wow, they're taking tremendous steps. Let's support them. And so this is still an evolving process. I mean, there's still things to be learned. There's still ways of measuring how companies are behaving. We're moving from a more sort of qualitative understanding to a more quantitative one that has real standards. It's not perfect. There's still much to develop, but it's tremendous change has happened in the past, 10 years, even the past several years. The amount of information that's coming out on the major companies around the world and how they're behaving has evolved. And so it's still being captured, still in motion. But this is part of what your investment dollar is doing. It's actually helping to kind of promote this ecosystem of information that's available, that improves our decision-making capabilities and improves our level of ability to engage with management of a company. We say, hey, this is what you're doing. What can we do to change this? So you're still making a profit, you still have a business, but are behaving in a more sustainable, globally sensitive way.